Good morning. My name is Chris, and welcome to the Wheelhouse. So I wanted to go over a few things today. Um, First of all, there's just a lot of movement, a lot of volatility, a lot of rotation going on in the markets, and you got to make a decision of what you want to do. Okay, there's a few things you can look at to make decisions when things get like this. There's many strategies. You can buy and hold. You can buy the dips. Hopefully on technical support. You can sell when the cloud goes red. You can decide if you want to do that on the daily, the hourly. You can buy in on the hourly, sell on the hourly. You can buy on the daily, sell on the 2 hour. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can put the best leading stocks per sector in there, and some will be down through the year, and then they'll go back up, while the ones that went up will go down. I mean, you can do that. You can do options. You can do scalping. You can do day trading. You can find stuff that's just turning blue on the ribbons and stay in until it goes red. As an example, well, this is the index, so it doesn't move very often. But as an example, let's say you bought in and you just bought in here. Well, you wouldn't have to sell until it went red. There's many strategies. But right now, the stock market is all over the place. There's uncertainty with the inflation. The bond yields are going up. When bond yields go up, tech falls. I've mentioned this in multiple videos that when inflation happens, then financial stocks will do well, and real estate does well with inflation. But when bond yields go up, because they're tapering, they're not buying as much, it naturally will go up. This is going to hurt tech stocks. And again, another rotation. There's not a lot of rhythm and a lot of balance in the stock market right now. Okay, you see a rotation in a sector, and it rides out and it plays out for a while, and there will be a second and a third and a fourth. There'll be something like that. Then there will be leading stocks in other sectors. Right now, like in my last video, it's like a revolver. You got your 5 bullets in a six shoot. And you're playing Russian roulette. So you got to make a decision when the market gets sticky like this, and it's very volatile. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at each position that I have, and I'm going to have a plan for each one. Okay, so as an example, let's just take a look at something as an example. So let's grab Apple. Okay, so Apple's in a strong uptrend. Okay, that's a very positive for Apple. It's above the 200, and it has been above the 200 since the pandemic. So that takes a lot of worry off of me knowing that. Okay, I've had a lot of Apple in my long term. It's one of my favorite companies, but I also have picked it up recently right over here. And I've been walking you guys through videos, and look, the cloud is blue, the ribbons are blue. There was a breakout here. I discussed it in multiple videos. Another breakout, all-time high, but a big wick down for selling. Makes me a little nervous. So we're above the 200, trending up. That's good. Our ribbons are blue. That's good. We're in the cloud. That's good. But a lot of selling pressure, and it is a tech stock. Okay, so I'm going to take that under consideration. Volume looks good. It's going in the direction of price action. That's another for the positive category. Okay, but let's look at this RSI. This RSI is out of control. I mean, the last time that it peaked this high was back here, and look what happened. It fell hard. I mean, it fell hard. In fact, it fell really hard. So I'm looking at that as a negative. Okay. Yeah, we got the volume going up. Yeah, we're above the 200. Yeah, the ribbons are blue. Yeah, we're in the cloud. Yes, I believe in Apple long term, but I have Apple long term at a much lower cost. So then I got to come up with a plan. Do I just hold it all the way until it goes red? Because I mean, realistically, when Apple does go blue, like it did here, I mean, it went on for a long time before it went red, right? And even if you bought in here, you still went way up. I mean, even, this price is higher than this price. So, I got to come up with a decision on what I'm going to do. Now, I'm pretty sure that Apple's going to come down a little bit. Why? Well, first of all, it's overextended. Second of all, this wick has pushed down pretty dramatically today. To move a stock down, $3.50, the size of Apple, a lot of institutions are pulling money out, and with the bond yields going up and it being a tech stock, it's probably not the worst idea to take that profit. And I'm up quite a bit on it because I bought it down here. And the difference of 145 and 161 is pretty good, and I have a couple hundred shares of that that I'm trading, and almost 1,000 that I'm holding for long term. So I mean, it's not the worst thing to grab, $2,500 or whatever it's at right now. I know it was almost at $3,000 at one point today, but it came down a little bit. So I mean, this RSI is making me nervous, and I got to come up with a plan. Now, I also know that it's quite extended from the 50, and that's something that I want to talk to you guys about. When an index, let me find our indexes. When an index is extended about 7% from the 50 EMA on the daily, that's tends to be the point where it retraces. It'll come up, see it's down by the 50, it'll go all the way up, and when it gets to about 7%, that's pretty much the time when something is probably going to come down. Now it has gone as high as 11%, and today or before today it was 8%, so it was high. And if you guys are in the courses as a Jedi, and I'll put the Discord link below, and you guys can, I'll show you, the Discord, the chats, and the alerts, and you get the one-on-one coaching with me. You get 10 hours of that, personal coaching, all the courses, the alerts, all that fun stuff, chat with all the Jedis. But if you're in the courses, disregard. If you're not, one thing that I always look for is this doji. So when you're on a run and you get a big wick up and a big wick down and a indecision fight in the middle, that's usually the sign that things are going to turn. So it makes sense that people are pulling out of the NASDAQ when you have the bond yields going up. It makes sense that a doji formed on the daily. I mean, it hasn't broken this big trend line, but that wouldn't be good, right? And if it does break this trend line that's been going on for a very long time, a lot of people are going to get pretty nervous. And I mean, you can see this trend line just been going on for a long time. A lot of people are going to get nervous if it falls down. So it might need to breathe a little bit on the NASDAQ. Here's something that I've learned from being in the market so long. Number one, tech always rules. It always comes back. Okay, it will have its time that it comes down, but in the end, it's always a safe bet. Tech has been the leader of what has helped the U.S. economy grow and given a ton of jobs and just kept us at the forefront of technology. And so you never want to bet against technology. Okay. So don't get overly worried if you're holding some tech, because it's technology. It's the best. I mean, I love it. But there is going to be rotations, and it is known that it will go down when the bond yields rise. And that's why financials would be a good place to start tucking some money right now. People that lend money. So the Dow. If you look at the Dow here. The Dow on the daily has created a red cloud. That's not good. Now, it went down and it pushed up a little bit. Therefore, it made a pivot low. Now, if we print a blue candle, then the Dow will be heading back up, and that's wonderful. But the Russell still getting hit for those mid and small caps, and it's red on the cloud, and it continued to go down. The pivot low right now is down here, so we'll see where that goes. The SPY is teetering off. Look at the momentum. The candles are getting smaller and smaller and smaller to a doji. That looks like the SPY could be having a problem too, although it has been on a beautiful run. Okay, so what I'm getting at is you want to have a plan of what you're doing. Are you staying in when the ribbons are blue? Are you, buying in on the daily when the cloud turns and then getting out on the 2 hour when the cloud turns? You want to have a plan. So if this happens, you do that. If that happens, you do that. You know what I mean? You have a trading plan. And with this market and there not being a lot of rhythm, what I'm going to do is because the volatility is so high and there's a lot of momentum, and I can spot momentum. I'm going to trade in heavy on momentum and ride it up and day trade and get out and take my profits. But then I'm going to also keep really good companies that are showing bullish signals. Like let's go look at a couple. So like for instance, NUE. Okay, NUE, we bought it last week. It is bullish, bullish, bullish. All the indicators are bullish. Volume is in and it's going up. You're above the 200. Your ribbons are blue. Your cloud is blue. It just turned. You had a breakout today. I mean, that's incredibly bullish. And guess what? They're a huge steel company that's going to have contracts from the infrastructure play. Therefore, money is going to them. That's why it had a massive day. It was up, I don't remember, maybe 7.5% somewhere. It was in the sevens somewhere. It dropped a little bit at the end, but it still held really well. And that's a good place. I mean, everybody's going to need steel. Everything is going to need copper. And another one that we picked up at Wheelhouse Trading was LPX, and one of the Jedis gave us this one. And again, all bullish, good volume, above the 200. Ribbons are blue. The cloud is blue. The push down wick wasn't that crazy, and they do wood. I mean, lumber and for building all kinds of stuff. So that's good. These are good infrastructure plays, and I can give you a few of those. So what am I going to do? Well, my plan with this, because I know money's going here, is I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it, and there's going to be some down days, and there's going to be volatility because nothing goes up every single day. But I'm going to hold it because if we're going to build back America, and there's a huge stimulus package going out to steel and lumber and copper companies, and I know money's going there. Well, it takes a little bit of risk off of me and my portfolio knowing that, right? So for that, I'm going to probably hold. But if it gets real dicey, I'll probably sell if it turns red on the daily on something like this. So a little bit more relaxed, not so aggressive on like a 1 hour or a 1 minute, 5 minute scalp kind of trade, but something a little bit more relaxed. As long as we're in the cloud and it's not red on the daily, I'm okay. I feel like I got a good entry. We're already positive. Same thing here. This is a sector that is hot, Micron. Micron Technologies, above the 200, huge bullish momentum, a breakout, blue ribbons, super hot, super bullish. Again, the RSI is hot. It's actually really hot. This thing probably needs to have, a couple purple days. Establish a pivot low and then run its way back up, and it will. It'll go up and it'll come down and it'll create swing highs, and that's probably what's going to happen because this is a very, very hot sector. Okay, so with this one, what I'm going to do is I'll probably back it down because I know it could happen as early as tomorrow. Even though it's up in after hours and it was up today, I know it could happen as early as tomorrow. I might be looking at like a 4 hour or 6 hour if the cloud turns red. I might just get out, skip a few of the bad days, and jump back in when it pivots and continue to ride the blue ribbon and just do that for, while this is in favor. So here's another one. This one, I'm doing a little game with myself. I bought this one literally right when the ribbons went blue. It was like a day after it went blue on this day right here. And, 2 days, that 2 blue candles. So look, it's above support. It had a breakout. It's created a new little zone. Since I bought in right where it goes blue, I'm just going to hold this one until it goes red. I'm just going to play a little game here. And last time I did that, it was 129. You would have sold at 147. It's still a gain. I don't need to worry about it. I don't really even need to look at it. It is bullish here. It just started going blue on the ribbons. It's blue in the cloud. The volume's coming in. I have some alerts on there just in case. Another good one. I actually sold this today at a 6% profit. I was up a little bit higher, and I just didn't like that this wick was getting pushed down so much. But I'm going to re-enter it. The ribbons are blue. You're above the 200. Volume's definitely there. They had a wonderful earnings. It's called ZIM, Z-I-M. Very bullish on the daily. Nothing is wrong. The cloud just went blue. I mean, these are great momentum candles. I'll probably get back in. It went down 17 cents at the end of the day. It's down a little bit in after hours, or no, it looks like it's even now. And so what I'll do is I'll wait and I'll see if it comes down, you know, maybe 50 cents, a dollar, $1.35, and I'll jump back in and I'll ride that up again. I made a nice gain on it. I'm happy with that gain, and I salvaged a lot of it. And we'll just see what happens. But I mean, look, it just went blue on the cloud. It's transportation. That's going to be a good thing. This thing definitely is probably going to make all-time new highs. So I'm just, you know, I'm kind of coming up with a plan. So this one I might swing trade, move in and out on like a 4-hour on the cloud, and you just got to kind of do that, and you got to do that with crypto as well. You know, with crypto, if you're going to trade it, excuse me, if you're going to trade crypto, it's best to trade just a couple at a time and to have a system. Understand that if it falls below support, it's more dangerous. Identify the next support. Is it going to bounce off it? If it falls, maybe you want to sell. Maybe that's the idea. If you're long term, well, you can just, kind of hold until those ribbons go red. No, a lot of people are worried about Bitcoin right now, but realistically, Bitcoin is in a total uptrend. It's still trending up, and I looked at it a little bit earlier. And let's go find it. So, and I cleaned up my chart just a little bit on this. So with Bitcoin, I mean, look, I even drew these purple lines in. It's making higher lows and higher highs, okay? Now, it has established a floor. It's come up a little bit. Obviously, we want it to get above this last, pivot low pattern, and we want to climb these steps. These are the steps we want to climb. If it comes down out of this channel and breaks down through the support and it comes here, that's not going to be good at 52,930. It's not going to be good, especially because your cloud behind there is already red. And if these go red, that's definitely not going to be good, right? But if it goes down one more day, it's not going to go red. If it goes down 2 or 3 more days, it's not going to go red. And it's not that bad. It's at 56,000, flirting between 56 and 57,000, it seems like, for the last day or so. And realistically, you're in an uptrend. So, market makers are playing their game right now. Whales are playing their game. Just have a plan, Maybe your plan is if it drops below this number right here, 55,613, you get out. I actually have a stop down there too. And the reason I have a stop is because in the order book, there is a ton of orders, a wall of orders at 55, a wall of orders. So if it gets pushed down there, there's going to be a huge battle. And I already know because I already checked it out. And there is a lot of people that have their orders set at 55. So if it drops there, the bull, that's where the bulls are going to have an attack. And I already checked that out, I am on Ethereum. I bought it the other day. Everything was looking really bullish, a little fake out. I bought it right around 4,100. I'm down $36 on it. Okay. It's not the end of the world. We don't need to freak out that we're down $30 on our Ethereum buy. Okay. Crypto moves up and down a lot. I have conviction in Ethereum. I'm not overly worried about $30 a token at the moment. But I have a plan, okay? If it goes to a certain level, I'm gonna get out, and then I'll re-enter when the time is right. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you about the NASDAQ. Is it's creating a doji. We were extended. You have inflation. You have the bond yields rising. That hurts tech. I do think that you guys should really consider financial stocks. If you guys can get into this one, which is called FAS. It's a triple, okay, triple financial. Okay, I just printed its first blue candle. Every time that you make $1 on this thing, you make $3. Okay, so it went up $5.37 today. Serious business. You're getting paid. But when it drops, it goes down 3 times as fast. So keep that in mind. And there's plenty of financial stocks. Bank of America, Citigroup, Zions, Wells Fargo, First, Third, Fifth. There's a ton of them. But if you don't want to jump into financial stocks, just get XLF. Okay, it's the whole sector. it should do really well. What else? Oh, so speaking about the indexes, I just wanted to kind of bring something up. A lot of stocks right now are below their 50, and a lot of them are below their 200. And there's basically certain companies that are doing all the heavy lifting and keeping the indexes up. So there's an underlying weakness, okay? If you build a house, you want to build it on concrete and a strong foundation. Well, the stock market has a lot of underlying weakness inside of it, okay? You have divergence on the macros, you got stuff moving from the NASDAQ into from the Dow to the NASDAQ, back from the NASDAQ to the Dow. I mean, they're crossing over. I mean, it's very conflicted, and I'll tell you what's going on. Institutions in Wall Street they're not idiots, okay? I told you guys in a few videos back, I was like, look, if you guys think that Wall Street is just going to buy and hold forever, that's just not how it works. They're going to maneuver, okay, as they see fit. With their ideologies and training and whatnot. So, Wall Street, they have a lot of money and they know how to trade. And they're going to probably be trading massive momentum, and that's going to create these big swings, $20 swings, $50 swings. Tesla, on average, moves $72 a day over the last 14 days. $72 a day. So, I mean, to me, as a trader, I'm like, okay, $72 a day, it moves. Now, maybe that means it goes down 40, goes back to even, goes up 40, or something like that, relatively, 35 and 35. But, if you can spot that pivot low and push in on a few momentum candles going up and raise your stop the whole way up, and then when you get to the top, boom, and you take a $40, $50 gain, and you just do that every day on Tesla, and maybe not have as many trades, have conviction in the ones that you love and hold those through the blue ribbons and the blue cloud, but then maybe get hot and heavy on. Look at Square. Square came all the way down to 205 and came back to 213 and closed at 211. That kind of volatility for traders is like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know what I mean? It drops to 205. You see it print a few blue candles. It's like 205.25, 205.35, 205.45, 205.50. And it starts accelerating the blue candles, and you jump in with it, and it goes up and up and up, and you just keep your stop real close to it, and you just run. It gets to 213, and you got it to 212, and boom, you're out before it goes back and closes at 211. That's the way the game is played right now. And if Wall Street's going to push heavy money into companies and then pull it out at the end of the day, and I don't know that that's going to happen, but that's what happened that's what happened yesterday. And so, yeah, we gotta just kind of learn how to dance to the rhythm of the markets. And it's hard to find a rhythm because I feel like Wall Street is trying to find a rhythm themselves. And I think part of the rhythm with them is they're worried about the bond yields. They're pulling from the NASDAQ right now. Remember, though, tech will always be okay. It just, And here's another thing about the stock market. Greed is a powerful thing. I've been in this a while, and I've seen Wall Street do these kind of things, and then just settle back down into like tech. I've seen them do it. I've seen them do it a lot of times. So they may pull their money out and say, well, I'm going to keep my money on the side and blah 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 blah. But like 2-3 days go by, and then they're like, well, I need to be making money. So then they start, putting it back in. It's just over and over and over and over and over. So let them figure out what it is that they're doing, and then they'll create a rhythm, and then we will dance to that rhythm, and we will all party. But in the meantime, let's keep an eye on our macros. Let's have a plan. Let's be vigilant. And guys, literally, if you're not in the Discord, just, it's free to get in. Click the link. It's in the description, and you can be in the general chat, the stock chat. So as an example, here's like my trade alerts. I'm telling people to raise the stop. Look, I sold this one at 6% profit. You can get in all the different, chats. Everybody's in there talking. There's, lots and lots of members. If you want to get in, to the Palawan tier and upgrade to that. It's $49 a month, and you get my trade alerts plus the Wheelhouse Wednesdays, and you get the elite area and the chart TA area. If you upgrade to Jedi, you get the one-on-ones with me, and you get all the courses, and a lot of stuff's always going on in the Jedi area. I mean, this is a pretty sick crew right here. So yeah, it's real cool, and I'll just show you real quick. Let me see if I can do that. So let me just see. So right here, these are the courses, okay? So like for instance, this is all reference material, and like long-term investing, margin trading, master trader collection, technical analysis collection, swing trading collection, stop orders, short selling. If you want to do options, you got all the automated trading, big money, less risk, binary options, covered calls, introduction to options, iron condors. It goes on and on and on. And then, if you, once you start doing the course, you go through all this different stuff, and it walks you through everything, the sources I use to hunt, all my indicators, all my settings, specific ways that I do things, market phases, trading with the trend, fundamentals, blended earnings, sectors, laws of charting, candlesticks, formations, more formations, supports, resistances, trend lines, chart patterns, reversal patterns, saucers and spikes, continuation patterns, price gaps, key reversal day, moving averages, trading declines, position sizing, trade management, trade psychology. And I'm going to have about 25 more in there, and I'm still trying to fill up these folders. And I made three or four, I think it was 3 new ones in the last few days, and I uploaded them in here. And so, people are learning in there, and they're really enjoying that. So yeah, I mean, you can click the link down below, and you could be a Jedi, a Padawan. You can get in there for free if you just want to kind of meet some people and be around other traders. And yeah, so I'd love to see you in there. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Chris, and welcome to the wheel.